Here are several Bible verses that speak to the importance of listening to God's voice. John 10:27-9. My sheep listen to my voice. I know them, and they follow me. Jesus emphasizes the personal relationship between him and his followers. They recognize and respond to his voice. Isaiah 30:21-9. Whether you turn to the right or to the left, your ears will hear a voice behind you saying, "This is the way. Walk in it." God promises guidance to those who are willing to listen. Psalm 46:10-9. Be still and know that I am God. Stillness is often where God's voice is most clearly heard. Revelation 3:20 NIV. Here I am. I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come in and eat with that person, and they with me. God is always seeking fellowship, but it begins with hearing and responding to his voice. Proverbs 3:5-6 NIV. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. Listening to God's voice involves trusting and submitting to him, rather than relying on our own reasoning. 1 Kings 19:12 NIV. And after the fire came a gentle whisper. God's voice often comes not in loud displays, but in a quiet whisper, the whisper of God. Scripture focus. My sheep listen to my voice. I know them, and they follow me. John 10:27 NIV. In a world full of noise, where news, notifications, and opinions clamor for our attention, God's voice can seem hard to hear. But Scripture reminds us God is speaking. The question is, are we listening? In 1 Kings 19:12, Elijah expected to hear God in the wind, the earthquake, and the fire. But the Lord came in a gentle whisper. This is often how he speaks to us, through a quiet nudge, a verse that stands out, a deep peace or conviction in our hearts. Psalm 46:10 calls us to be still and know that I am God. Stillness is not just the absence of activity, but the intentional practice of quieting our souls to make room for God's voice. When we trust in the Lord and not in our own understanding, Proverbs 3:5-6, we open ourselves to divine direction. And when we hear him, we are called to respond. Jesus says, my sheep listen to my voice, and they follow me. John 10:27. Listening